Hello students, welcome to all. Myself Amol Palve, and now again we continue our chapter number 5, gravitation. In the last lecture we discussed about the variation in gravitational acceleration, or we called acceleration due to gravity with altitude, depth, latitude and rotation of earth, and also we discuss about the effect of shape of the earth. Now see the next point is gravitational potential. Gravitational potential The next point is gravitational potential and potential energy. So let's discuss about the gravitational potential and potential energy. In earlier standards, you already studied about the potential energy. That is the energy possessed by an object on account of its position or configuration. Here, the configuration corresponds to the distribution of the particle in the object. Potential energy is the work done against the conservative forces in achieving a certain position or configuration of a given system. Now we know what is potential energy. Potential energy is nothing but the work done by the conservative forces in achieving a position or configuration in a given system. It always depends upon the relative position of particle. Potential energy of particle is always depend upon the relative position of the particle. So here there is a universal principle about potential energy which states that every system always configures itself in order to have minimum potential energy. Or every system tries to minimize its potential energy. See, this is the universal principle state that every system try to minimize its potential energy, or every system always configure itself in order to have minimum potential energy. So this is the universal principle there, because every system try to minimize its potential energy or configure itself to have the minimum potential energy there. Obviously, in order to change the configuration, we will have to do some work. So here, let's see. This principle is explained by using one example here. Let's consider the spring in its natural state possesses minimum potential energy. Whenever we stretch the spring or compress it, we perform work against the conservative force. Due to this work, the relative distance between the particle of the system, that is the particle of the spring, changes and its potential energy increases. The spring finally regain its original configuration of minimum potential energy on removal of the applied forces. It means that when we apply some forces on the spring, when we expand it or when we compress it, the position of the particle is changed there. That is, the configuration of the spring is changed, and due to this the work done is increased, that is, the potential energy is increased. But finally the spring regain its original minimum potential energy by removal of applied forces. Now let's consider another example to understand the about energy. When an object is lying on the earth, the system of that object and the earth has minimum potential energy. This is the gravitational potential energy of the system, as these two are bound by the gravitational force. While lifting the object to some height, we do work against the conservative gravitational force in order to achieve the new position. See, if an object is placed on the earth, then that object and the earth have minimum potential energy. But if we want to take the object or put the object at some height, then we have to do some external work done against the gravitational force. In its new position, the object is at rest due to balanced forces. If you are holding the object, the force of static friction between the object and your finger balances the gravitational force. If kept on a surface, the normal reaction force given by the surface balances the gravitational force. So however, now the object has a capacity to acquire kinetic energy when given an opportunity of falling or when allowed to fall. So here we call this increase in capacity as a potential energy gained by the system. As we raise it more and more, this capacity and hence the potential energy increases. It falls on the earth to achieve the configuration of minimum potential energy there on dropping it from the new position. As we take the object above the earth's surface, the potential energy is going on increasing there, and finally it decreases when the object is fall down on the earth. So thus in general we can write work done against the conservative forces against a conservative force. Work done against a conservative force acting on an object is equal to increase in potential energy of the object. Okay, so work done in general we can write the work done against a conservative force acting on an object is equal to increase in potential energy of the object. That is, the formula for work done is force into displacement. So here suppose F bar is the conservative force, dx is the displacement there, then it is equal to du, that is change in potential energy or increase in potential energy. Here du is the change in potential energy, dx while displacing the object through the displacement dx, and F bar being the force acting on the object. It should be always remembered that this potential energy is of the system whole. This is the potential energy of the whole system there. Okay. For an object on the earth, it is of the system of the object and the earth and not only of that object. So when we place that object on the earth, then that is the potential energy of the system of object and earth and not only of the object. There is no meaning to potential energy of an isolated object in the intergalactic space in the absence of any conservative force acting upon it. So here if we consider the potential energy of isolated object in the absence of any conservative force, then there is no meaning of that potential energy, then that potential energy is not taken there. So here always to find out, to consider the potential energy of object which is kept on the earth surface, so always we have to consider a system, not an isolated object. So let's see, this is the about potential energy. Now let's see what is the expression for gravitational potential energy. Expression for gravitational potential energy. Now see, work done. We know work done against the conservative force in displacing an object through a small distance dx dr bar appears as increase in the potential energy of the system. So here, if the conservative force is the gravitational force into the displacement is dr bar, then it is equal to du there. So here the work is done against there, so negative is the work done there. So minus of Fg into dr bar is equal to du bar, where Fg is the gravitational force, dr bar is the displacement of object, and this displacement work done against the gravitational force while displacing the object through distance dr bar is nothing but the increase in potential energy. Here the negative sign appears because du is the work done against the gravitational force. So here, for displacing the object from an initial position Ri bar to final position Rf bar, the change in potential energy can be obtained by integrating this du. So if I integrate this du, we get the total work done in displacing the object from initial position Ri to final position Rf there. So this is the integration of du is equal to integration of minus Fg bar into dr bar. Now we know Fg bar is the gravitational force, and we know the formula according to Coulomb's law. The formula for gravitational force is Fg bar is equal to minus of gmm upon r square into r cap. Okay, so where r cap is the unit vector in the direction of r bar, negative sign appears here because r bar is from center of earth to the object and Fg bar is from directed towards the center of the earth. So here negative sign is appear here because r bar is directed towards the object, and here gravitational force is directed towards the center of the earth. So here due to the opposite direction the negative sign is there. Now let's put the value of Fg there, and we get delta U, that is the change in energy, is equal to integration of Ri to Rf du, that is equal to integration of Ri to Rf minus of the value of Fg gmm upon r square into r cap into dr bar. Okay, so here now let's integrate it. We get is equal to gmm in bracket integration of, if I take gmm common, then here this minus and force is also minus here. So minus minus become plus. Here integration of Ri to Rf. If I take GMM common, then we get dr upon r square, where as dr bar is along r cap, as dr bar is along r cap there. So here now let's integrate it. What we get? It is equal to GMM into integration of, now integration of r square is minus 1 upon r raised to ri minus ri up to rf. Now let's put the value of limit there, upper limit minus lower limit. So it is equal to GMM in bracket 1 upon Ri minus 1 upon Rf. Actually the formula is upper limit minus lower limit, but here negative sign is there. First put the value of R as Rf, 1 upon Rf minus 1 upon Ri, but due to negative sign minus minus become plus, so 1 upon Ri I write first. So here this is the formula for what? This is the formula for change in potential energy, or you can call this increase in potential energy there, that is delta U. So from this, the change in potential energy corresponding to the work done against the conservative forces. The absolute value of potential energy is not defined here. It is logical as well as convenient to choose the point of zero potential energy to be the point of zero force. For gravitational force, such a point where the gravitational force is zero, such a point is at r is equal to infinity. This point should be chosen as the initial point so that the initial potential is zero. So I initial potential energy is equal to 0 at Ri is equal to infinity. So if the distance of point is infinity, then initial potential energy is 0, and if final point we call, then we get here U of R gravitational. Then it is equal to GMM in bracket 1 upon Ri minus 1 upon Rf. So here if I put the value of Ri as infinity, so we get GMM in bracket 1 upon infinity minus 1 upon Rf. Okay, so finally we get the formula for final position, that is GMM upon Rf, and minus sign is here. So this is the formula for gravitational potential energy of the system of object of mass m and a mass of earth capital M having separation between them is r. So this is the formula for gravitational potential energy between the two objects. One object is earth and another is the mass of m. Now this is the formula for potential energy here. Now next point is connection of potential energy, formula with mgh. Now here we have to see the connection of potential energy formula which we derived here in the last topic with mgh. Now see here, if the object is on the surface of the earth, now here we derive the formula for potential energy. Now if I consider that the object is on the surface of the earth, therefore we get U is equal to GM m upon r, and that is minus. So here if object is on the surface of the earth, then capital R is the distance. Now if the object is lifted, see, if the object is lifted to height h, if the object is lifted to height h above the surface of the earth, then potential energy becomes U is equal to minus of G mm upon R plus H. Okay, minus of Gmm upon R plus H. That is the potential energy of the object at height h. So here on the screen you get the two formulas. First formula is the U1, that is the potential energy of the object which is on the surface of the earth, and this is the formula for U2, that is the potential energy of object at height h above the earth surface. Then from this, if we find out the change in potential energy, then it is equal to U2 minus U1. Okay, so if I find out the change in potential energy due to the change in position, then it is equal to U2 means minus G mm upon R plus H minus of minus Gmm upon R. Now here what? Gmm get common. So Gmm, I get that common in bracket 1 upon R plus H minus 1 upon R plus H, here minus of minus 1 upon R. Here minus is this. Okay, so finally what this equation becomes is equal to Gmm in bracket 1 upon R plus 1 upon R plus H. Sorry, not plus, minus is there. Now let's simplify the this, make the denominator same. That is equal to Gmm in bracket R plus H minus R divided by R in bracket R plus H. So it is equal to, we get now RR get cancelled. So we get here Gmm upon C, Gmm into H upon R in bracket R plus H. Okay, in bracket R plus H. So here, if I write this formula, so see here, if G is the acceleration due to gravity, okay, G is acceleration due to gravity there. G is what? Acceleration due to gravity on the surface of Earth. Therefore, Gm is equal to small g into R square. So if I put this value in above equation, we get small g into R square into small m h divided by capital R in bracket R plus h. So here capital R, 1R get cancelled. On the numerator we get m g h upon R plus h. So now here we have to find out the relation. Here 1R is there. Okay, so capital R is there. Now we have to find out the relation of mgh with potential energy here. So let's see. Delta U, therefore we get delta U is equal to mgh in bracket R upon R plus H. So here thus This equation gives the work to be done to raise an object of mass m to a height h above the surface of the earth. Now if h is very less than r, then r plus h is nearly equal to r there. Okay, so only in this case delta u is equal to mgh. So if h is very less than r, then in this case the change in potential energy is equal to mgh. Thus mgh is the increase in potential energy. Mgh is what? Mgh is the increase in potential energy of earth mass system if an object of mass m is lifted to height h, provided that h is negligible compared to the radius of the earth. So here we can say that this delta E mgh is nothing but the increase in potential energy when the object of mass m is lifted to height h, but provided that this h should be very less than capital R. So this is the relation between gravitational potential energy and mgh. So today here, due to the time limitation, again I stop here today. We will study the next point in the next lecture. Thank you.